In this project, we will create a ChatGPT clone. Exciting, right? Hi friends, I am Ariba and welcome to Muk1. Let's start creating our ChatGPT clone. Open flows.muk.1. Now go to flows. At the moment, we don't have any flows yet, but we will create a new one. And now we have this empty canvas. The first thing we need to do is to save this flow and give it a name. Let's call this ChatGPT clone. We can add new nodes to the canvas within this nodes menu. On the bottom of the screen, we have controls for zooming in and zooming out of the canvas or fitting all the nodes within this view. We can also lock the canvas to prevent any nodes from being accidentally moved around. Let me just quickly delete these. Now, where do we start? In Muk 1, all projects need to contain either LLM chains or agents. Now let's create a simple chatbot. Go to add nodes and here you will notice agents as well as chains. We will get back to agents a bit later. Let's open up chains and see what our options are. So if you scroll down, you will find this option here called the conversation chain. Add this node to the canvas. This node takes in a few inputs and any input with this red star means it's a mandatory input. So we need to assign a chat model, which is our LLM, and we also have to assign memory. Memory will simply allow our chatbot to recall information from past messages. Actually start with memory node. Go to add nodes, then under memory tab, add the buffer window memory node. With size, we can determine how many previous messages should be pulled into the prompt. By default, the previous 4 messages will be included, but I will increase this to something like previous 6 messages. You don't want to make this value too big because a long conversation will start abusing a lot of tokens and drive up cost. Now let's have a look at chat models. Within chat models, we get access to a whole bunch of service providers like OpenAI, Grok, Anthropic, etc. I will be using OpenAI. Start with the OpenAI node. This attaches chat model to a conversation chain. Connect your credentials, which we created earlier. Select the model. I'm going with GPT-4o Mini. And let's say the temperature is something like 0.6. This is just the value between 0 and 1. 0 meaning the model will be less creative and 1 meaning the model will have full creative control. Connect this to chat model connector and memory node to memory connector. Save this flow. Then in the chat window, test this out by sending something like hello. Now this was super quick. If you want to use any other LLM, you can swap this OpenAI node with any other LLM node by drag, drop and connect. It's that easy. Let me just remove this. Within the chain, we can click on additional parameters to change the system prompt. We can use the system prompt to change the behavior and persona of the chatbot. And we can also specify additional things. But the way I like to do this is to start with the hashtag, which is really a markup syntax for a paragraph heading. Then we can call this role, and below this we can enter something like your name is Muk1 chatbot, respond in camel case with emoji. Save this and watch this response. We can say something like what is your name? And it's telling us that its name is Muk1 chatbot and it is responding with emojis in camel case. Let's test the memory as well. So I'll enter my name is Ariba. It will respond me with my name. Now you can test the memory by asking it what is my name. And of course it will able to recall my name because we are including the previous 6 messages in this conversation context. We can also set things like starter prompts. So maybe we can do something like how are you? Or let's set another one, what is your name? Save this and now save the workflow as well. Start a new chat and here we now get those starter messages. You can also enable follow-up prompts and this will actually use AI to generate additional questions or follow-up prompts. Therefore, we need to specify a provider. I will select OpenAI and also link my credentials. For the model, I'll just use GPT-4o Mini and we can leave the prompt as is. Save this and try this again. So let's say something like, why is the grass green? After this response, we get these suggestions for follow-up prompts. Nice. In the settings, we can actually do a lot of very cool things, like we can enable speech to text. We can also upload files to our chatbot by clicking on enable uploads. So save this, and this means that now in the chat window, we have the ability to upload files from our machine. We can click on API endpoint. Bookone gives us a lot of different options. We can embed this chatbot into any website, and this will show us a little chat bubble. Of course, you don't have to build chatbots. You can also call this flow from Python or JavaScript. Just remember to click on Save Changes if you did change anything. If you made it this far, then congratulations, you have created a ChatGPT clone within minutes.